in 1, 2, and go. So in today's class, remember yesterday we covered the futures trading. So as per now, we are done with futures. We have looked at technical analysis. We've looked at how to take a position, how to calculate leverage, how to do your risk-reward ratio, and so on and so forth. So in today's class, we're going to look at copy trading. Copy trading, and under that we're going to look at what is copy trading, why is copy trading essential, or rather is it a field that you should dive in, then why copy trade, then how to choose a good lead trader. Within the course of the class, you'll be able to understand who a lead trader is, then how to become a lead trader yourself, then a guide on Binance and Bitget spot and futures copy trading. So, but rather in this class, I'm going to teach using Binance, but like I said, whatever we do on Binance or any exchange is a complete replica of what you can do on other exchanges, since they share the same UX, the same idea behind every product that they offer on their individual platforms. So let's start. Introduction to copy trading. Let's look at what copy trading is. If you can see my screen, kindly thumbs up and see it clearly. You can see from my other device, it looks quite shady. So let me try and do a slideshow. Is it better now? Great. So introduction to copy trading. Let's look at what copy trading is. Copy trading is a trading strategy where users automatically copy positions opened and managed by another selected trader. So basically what copy trading means is, from the word itself, copy trading, you are copying the trades of a particular person. For example, I, as Wanjiko, I could be a lead trader, and as a lead trader, I'm the one who is getting copied from. So I can decide to sign up on Binance copy trading platform, then I can be a lead trader. So you guys, as my followers, you can get to do what? To copy all the positions that I take. If I go and buy Bitcoin at 98K, then automatically also your positions will be bought at 98K. So that's basically what we mean by copy trading. A trading strategy where users automatically copy positions opened and managed by another selected trader or a lead trader. So for beginners to learn and earn passively, why is it essential? It is essential because for beginners to learn and earn passively by replicating the trades of experienced traders. So we are saying that copy trading is good for beginners, since before they even master the concept or the skill of analyzing the charts, they can be earning passively by doing what? Replicating or copying the trades of experienced traders. So advantages of copy trading: number one, it will save you time and effort. So the effort and the time to learn that skill. It is ideal for beginners because they get to earn passively before they even understand that skill. Then thirdly, we have it's a learning opportunity. So you'll see that I decided to buy my Bitcoin at this, and I did my setup and all that. So you'll be able to learn from the lead trader. Now the disadvantages is, this is one of the disadvantage: no guaranteed profits. And we said in trading, you can never win all the trades. So once that lead trader is losing, also yourself, you will be losing in that particular trade. So you're saying even in copy trading, there's no guaranteed profits or guaranteed rewards. Then it's dependent on the trader's performance. So entirely, you'll only make money when the lead trader is making money, and also you lose money when the lead trader is losing money. So it's dependent on the leader's trader's performance. Then number three, market volatility still applies. So if the market is bad, it still apply to copy trading. It's not an exemption. So before we even dive into looking at how to do copy trading, we need to understand some specific terms that we need to know. Number one, lead trader. The lead trader is also known as the pro trader. The lead trader is also known as the pro trader. So who is a lead trader? Who is a pro trader? The lead trader is the experienced trader that is being copied. That's number one. Number two, we have what we call the copier. The copier or the follower. From the term itself, the copier or the follower. This is the person who is copying the trade. So a copier is the person who is copying who? A lead trader, or what you are calling a pro trader. Number three, we'll know about P&L. This you've done before when you're talking about futures. So P&L is basically profit and loss, shows how much has been gained or lost. Then we have ROI, which is return on investment. So it's the performance metrics of the lead trader, basically percentage P&L. Then we have the drawdown. It measures peak to decline or important for risk. We're going to look at that in a few minutes. So just hold on to that. Then you have leverage. This we've done that already. It's borrowed capital to increase exposure. And remember, we said the higher the leverage, the higher the risk. Anyway, but also the higher the reward. Let's look at another term, the AUM. We'll see this when we'll be looking at Binance copy trading segment. AUM. AUM essentially means assets under management. So what is assets under management? The total amount of money that investors have allocated to a trader or a trading strategy. Let's assume I'm the lead trader, or what you've called a pro trader. And individually, Abdi sends me $10 or copies my trades, not send me, actually, not sending, because the lead trader doesn't have access to your funds. You will copy their trades while your funds are still in Binance. So it's very safe. They don't get to access your funds. So Abdi copies my trades with $10. Ambrose copies my trade with $10. Pius copies my trades with $10. Essentially, when you combine the sum of those three investment or copiers is that we are having $10 from Abdi, $10 from Ambrose, and $10 from Pius. So we are having $30. So that sum, that $30 is what you call asset under management. The total amount of money that my investors in this case is Abdi, Ambrose, and Pius. So the total amount of money that investors have allocated to a trader or a trading strategy. So in copy trading, a higher asset under management usually means that the trader is trusted by more investors. That's point number one. So you should always remember, before you even choose a lead trader or a person you want to copy their trades, you should also consider their AUM, their assets under management. Then note, high AUM does not always equal better performance. Sometimes it's just good marketing. So let's go to the next definition of term. We have what we call an MDD, maximum drawdown. That's why I've said let's jump this part right here, because I knew we're going to discuss it right now. So what is a maximum drawdown? MDD. Maximum drawdown is the largest peak to trough decline in a trader's equity curve. So in simpler words, it shows how much you could have lost during the worst trading period. I repeat that again. You can even decide to delete this. It has a lot of English, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And we said the purpose is to understand. The purpose is to understand, not to be rated at the best in English. So you can delete that. So in copy trading, the MDD, it shows how much you could have lost during the worst trading period. So a lower MDD is a safer strategy, but also maybe a lower reward. So basically understand that an MDD, it shows how much you could have lost during the worst trading period, maybe during tariffs and all that. So that's the worst that you could have lost. Then you have the sharp or sharpe, whatever, depends on your English teacher, but we're going to call it sharp. Sharp ratio. Definition, a measure of risk adjusted return. So it tells you how much return a trader generates for each unit of risk taken. So if a Sharpe ratio is greater than 1, it's generally considered good. In fact, this is the most important part because we use a Sharpe ratio to choose if this is a good trader. So you just go to your exchange and look, does this lead trader have a Sharpe ratio that is greater than 1? Because we're being told if the Sharpe ratio is greater than 1, it's generally considered good. The higher the Sharpe ratio, the better, and it means more return per the unit of risk. So this is the most important part. Greater than 1, very good not copy trader, very good lead trader. Then we have modes. This is the modes that we look into just in a few. We have the copy mode and we have the mock mode. So let's get to define the two. The copy mode, you are actually investing real money. Where has it gone? You're actually in copy mode. You're actually investing real money to copy the trader's trades in real time. Your real money, your real assets, your 100 USDT or whatever amount of money that you've decided to commit to this lead trader. So you're actually investing real money to copy the trader's trades in real time. So what happens? All positions opened by the trader, in this case, not just any trader, but the lead trader, all the positions opened by the lead trader automatically mirrored in your account. So you are basically copying or following what the lead trader is doing. So your profit and losses are real. That's in copy mode. Your profits, if you see -10, you have made that loss of -10. If you see +50, you are up $50. So who is it for? People ready to risk real capital and they are trusting the strategy of the lead trader or the pro trader like we have discussed. Let's look at mock mode or the simulation or demo copying. So you simulate copy trading without using real money. Let's say, for example, I don't know which copy trader to choose. I have Sly as my first lead trader. I then have Joseph as my second lead trader. So I want to compare the performances of these two people before I even copy their trades. So what will I do? I'll use the mock mode. Mock mode is where I'm copying the trades of these two people, Sly and Joseph, and I want to basically derive who is more profitable so that I can copy them in real time, so that I can move to now copy mode. So you are copying in mock mode, you are copying this trade, but you're not using real money. It is good when you want to test a strategy before going live with your real money. So what happens? Trades are copied on paper only, virtual balance. It's a virtual balance. So now no actual risk, just tracking performance as if you are doing what? You were copying. And who is it good for? It's good for beginner or cautious users who want to test a lead trader. You want, before even committing to copying this person, you want to see if they actually make money. So mock them, first of all, then before deciding to copy their trades. We have the last two, I think, yes. We have the last two definition of term where we're going to discuss the fixed amount and the fixed ratio. In the fixed amount, you assign a specific amount of money per trade. Per trade. I hope you can get that. In fixed amount, you assign a specific amount of money per trade, regardless of the trader's original size. For example, I as the lead trader, you're basically copying my trade, but my margin, maybe I'm trading as the lead trader, maybe I'm trading with $1,000 per trade. So it doesn't mean because you as the copier have $1,000 that the system will automatically copy even the amount. In fixed amount, it gives you the privilege of saying that in my $1,000 worth of capital, I will only want to copy Wanjiko's trades with $100. So you can assign a specific amount of money per trade, regardless of the lead trader's original size. So let's see this example. You set $20 per trade, no matter how big or small the lead trader's position is, your account will always copy with $20. So it's good when you're risk controlling, and since it is very simple and predictable. We have what we call the fixed ratio. You copy the lead trade based on a percentage or multiple of their position size. So for example, a trader uses $100 per trade. You set a ratio of 0.5. So you trade with $50. So you set ratio 2, you trade with $200. Let me explain this. You copy the trader's trade based on a percentage or multiple of their position size. So if I'm trading with $1,000 and you say you want to trade with 0.5, how much per trade will you be using? Someone? Let's say I'm trading as the lead trader, and my account margin is $1,000. But you've said in your conditions that you want to only do 0.5. How much will be cut in your account to go into that position? Someone? How much will be cut to go into your position? Pius? Pius, your hand is up. You can basically unmute yourself.
Is it 0.5 or 5%? 0.5 or 5?
Yes, 0.5. Okay, the question was, I as the lead trader, I'm trading with $1,000. But you've said you only want to do 0.5. So how much money will you be trading at as the copier? Pius, as the copier, how much?
0.5 of 1,000.
0.5 of 1,000. How much is 0.5 of 1,000?
That will be, I guess, is it 5?
Of 1,000?
1,000. 10% it's 100. 5% 50. So it's boom. 500.
Yes, 500. 0.5 is basically a half. 5 over 10, a half. Pius. Anyway, so
1,000 inatokea wapi? Where you getting 1,000? I'm seeing 100.
Oh, okay. This is an example I was saying top of my head. It's not
Okay.
on this screen. I was saying that as the lead trader, I'm having $1,000 on my trade, but you decide to use 0.5. So it means the margin that will be used on your trade will be actually $500. So the main difference between fixed ratio and fixed amount is that in fixed amount, you determine the amount of money that you want to be used in your trade. But in fixed ratio, the percentage that you give there, the percentage that you'll give there or the ratio that you'll give there is pegged entirely to the amount that I'm trading with. I hope that is clear. Any question up to that part before we go to the charts? Not the charts. We go to copy trading. Any question? Peter, you have a question? You can see your hand is up.
No.
Okay. I think this is Mula. Why Ingo?
Is it possible to copy, let's say, 2-3 guys at a go?
Yes, it's very possible. You'll see that in a few. Very, very possible. You can do that. So if no question, let me just dive into how we do copy trading so that you can see that. Essentially, what you do, just come, if you can see Binance on your screen, thumbs up before I assume everyone is seeing that. Only Joseph. Okay, perfect. I've seen hands up. So what essentially happens when you go to your Binance account, just navigate to trade, this part right here. And a trade will see the spot market, the margin, the convert, alpha, trading bots. Then you have the copy trading option. So if you click the trading the copy trading option, it will bring you to this part right here. And this is essentially where copy trading happens. We have number one, you have futures copy trading, and also it has introduced the spot. You can see it is even written new. It was basically introduced like 1 month ago, 2 months ago, where you can get to copy spot trading. Top of your head, where do you think you which type of copy trading between the futures copy trading and spot copy trading is the safest? Someone between the two, between futures copy trading and spot copy trading, which one do you think is the safest? Jeffrey, I can see your hand is up. Geoffrey or Jeffrey, something. Which do you think is the safest? Jeffrey, something. Okay, I think he has been liquidated. Sly, your hand is up.
Spot trading.
Why?
Because spot trading because it's not I don't know, the words are not coming, because you only lose when that coin loses value, but your coin still remains the same, and it's not easy to be liquidated, I think.
Yes, essentially what Sly said. Let's appreciate Sly first of all, because she's correct. So essentially in spot trading, you only lose money when you do what? When you hit that sell button. Otherwise, you still be having your coins, but the value of the coins is what will have gone down. So you still have the coins, but the value of those tokens is what will go down. And I remember when you're talking about spot trading, said that your assets become worthless, not worthless. Their worth becomes less, but they don't completely become worthless. But in futures, once you lose, you've actually lost that amount in real time. And also, we have looked at liquidation. You can also get liquidated. In spot, you cannot get liquidated unless that token price goes to zero, but you cannot get liquidated. What happens is that the assets value goes down. So that's the main difference between futures and spot. So we have the futures copy trading and you have the spot copy trading. Let's do futures. So you can see I've not copied yet, but this is another Binance that I completely use for teaching. So you can see that I've not copied on this, but I've tried copying on my other Binance, but I didn't love it as much. But yeah, we have Binance right here. We have the total margin, total unrealized P&L. This is where you will have your P&L or your profit and loss that you've accumulated by copying the lead traders. If you scroll down here, essentially this is the list of the copy traders, not copy traders, the lead traders or the pro traders that you want to copy their trades. You see the first one right here, you have Jero Melo something, then you have this Chinese person right here, and that. What you'll notice is that most of the copy traders that are verified on Binance are mostly Asians and Indians and Chinese people. Yeah, Chinese are Asians. So yeah, Asians and the Indian people. So and why do you think that is so? Someone, why are you not seeing maybe an Onyango here, Wanjiku here? Why do you think that's okay? That's the case. Pius?
I guess Indians are professionals.
Yes, that's essentially the point. Indians, Chinese, and Asians are the biggest professionals of trading in the world, actually. So,
but also YouTube.
Yes, also YouTube. I think
most
even
of the videos. Yeah.
I think even Indians know everything. They're the ones who are teaching. Even me, when I was doing engineering, I basically was learning from the Indians on YouTube. So yeah, they are very knowledgeable and skilled. Then,
Just an input. There was it's about vision of the leaders. 50 years ago, I don't know, about 60 years ago, the Indian Prime Minister decided to establish an IIT, India Institute of Technology.
yes,
They budget on how many engineers they produce per annum. And this IIT, that is the India Institute of Technology, is so highly rated that out of 1,000, out of the whole entire population of India, they only take 1,000 students. These students are drilled from from age 8 to age 10 to see if they can pass an exam that will be set. The person who takes number one and the one who takes 1,000 are of the same IQ, except they are just missing 1 mark here at 0.5 mark, and the rest who don't qualify are the ones who are really sought after in the Ivy League of colleges in the US. So it's about leadership and the vision. So these guys started on where they want to put their country.
Okay, that's a very good POV. I didn't know about that actually.
Check on IIT and you'll be amazed. That the IIT, India Institute of Technology, when this guy Dangote from Nigeria was building his private refinery, he hired 400 engineers from India, 400 engineers to come and establish. That was just part of the process of getting these things done. So here, as we do Kasongo, going tribal and all those nonsense,
People are learning.
some countries, people are ahead. Yeah, so anyway, that was a digression.
This essentially explains a lot. Even the best doctors are from India. I've always had people saying we are flying this person to India, we are flying this person to. It's never flying them to Kenya, but it's always out of Kenya to other countries like India.
No, India has just gone ahead of Germany and Europe in terms of pharmaceutical development. It was actually being contested that how does a colony come ahead of us? What do we do about this? Because the Indians have got the original medicine and the generics. And the percentage, whatever you are being treated for in Germany, I had an opportunity to go there sometime, I think 2023, December. Okay, the treatment there is very fast, but the cost,
very expensive.
Right? And because there are so many doctors in Germany, they distribute, they divide this labor into so many things. You must do this, but you go to India, you get is a one-stop shop. You go there is everything at the same place. In Germany, you'll have to go to hospital. They don't give you medication there. They write for you to go and buy from a pharmacy outside. That's how corrupted it is. But they are very bright in terms of technology. You see, it's serious.
This really explains a lot, and thank you for that input, because I didn't even know about that. Sly, I can see your hand is up.
Yeah, just want to add something. Yesterday, India has overtaken Japan to become the 4th largest world economy.
India has overtaken Japan.
Yeah.
Allah, I didn't even notice that.
News. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Now we also basically understand now why they are leading here. They are leading in the field of trading. They are leading in engineering, leading in medicine and pharmaceuticals and everything like that. But basically, let's just go back to copy trading. So what I was saying is, these were all the lead traders or the pro traders, like we've defined them, are listed right here. And I want you to know that you cannot just come to Binance and get listed as a lead trader. You have to apply for it. Then number two, your performance must really be very, very great. There's a test that people do, and if you pass that test, then Binance will allow you to be listed on this list of pro traders or lead traders. So what's the advantage of being a lead trader? Whatever whatever the copy traders, or rather us people who are copying them, whatever we make, 10% of our profits will be sent to them. If I make $100, what's 10% of $100? That's $10. So $10 will be sent to Jero Melo or to this Ride the Wave or Keynote, whatever. So 10% of my profits will be sent to the copy trader. So let's look at let's start with, for example, Jero Melo. If you come to this part, here is Jero Melo. 30 days PNL, and there's some people will say that trading is a scam or doesn't have money, but you can see in 30 days, Jero something, you can call him Jerome, yeah, Jerome Lu. Actually, I think it's Jerome Lu, not Jerome Lu, Jerome Lu. So Jerome's profit in 30 days is 493,592, and this is in dollars or USDT. This roughly, it's around 60 million Kenya shillings or 50 million, around there. So in 30 days, he has made around 50 million Kenya shillings. The percentage, this profit in percentage, the percentage profit is what you call ROI, return on investment, is 143.58%. We have the AUM. What do you say the AUM is? Someone? We've just done that right here. Peter? We've discussed that right now. Peter, your hand is up. Unmute yourself and tell us what the AUM means.
Asset under management.
Asset under management. Okay, Peter, what do you mean by asset under management?
Let me say the amount of money that guy is holding.
From who?
From the other copiers and his money.
Yes. So essentially, let's appreciate Peter because he's correct. Yes, what Peter has said is very, very, very correct. So assets under management is basically the funds that us as the copiers have entrusted to Jerome. So the number or the amount in USDT that has been entrusted to Jerome is actually 889,631. That in Kenya shillings is about, in Kenya shillings, that's about how much? 100 million? Am I correct? Around that price, 100 million Kenya shillings. So that's the amount that Jerome is doing what? Is managing. Peter, kindly mute yourself. Perfect, thank you. Then we have the 30 days MDD. MDD, what do you say MDD is? Someone? MDD, what do you say MDD is? Again, let's go, Peter. What does MDD mean? You can unmute yourself.
Maximum drawdown.
Explain it further. Very correct. Maximum drawdown. What does that mean?
It means loss that has made for a certain period of time. Let's say, for example, 30-day MDD.
Yes, the maximum. Let's appreciate Peter. That was well done. So the MDD is the maximum drawdown, and we said by maximum drawdown is the amount or the percentage loss you would have incurred in case of bad market conditions. And you can see that the maximum drawdown for Jerome is actually 20%, very, very low. If you compare to this person right here, who is, let me just go back so that you can see his name, is actually YHW1, you can see that his maximum or her maximum drawdown is 77%. In comparison to this other person, I don't know their name, which is 22%. You can see that for Jerome, the maximum drawdown is 20%. Then you have the Sharpe ratio. What do you say about Sharpe ratio? In simple terms, Sharpe ratio is a measure of the relationship between the ROI and the risk. But I said you don't need to even understand that. What do you say you should only consider when you're talking about Sharpe ratio? You don't need all that English of understanding that Sharpe ratio means that the measure or the relationship between the ROI and the risk. So what did you say we should consider when you're talking about the Sharpe ratio? Sharpe ratio, Sharpe ratio. Peter? When you're talking about Sharpe ratio, what should you consider much? When you're talking about Sharpe ratio. Sly?
Is it that if the ratio is smaller, the better?
Not quite there, but a good try. What we said is if the value is greater than 1, that's a good Sharpe ratio. Any value greater than 1, a good Sharpe ratio. Even higher, the better. And you can see it. Let me just navigate to that. Right here. We said a Sharpe ratio that is greater than 1 is generally considered good. The higher the better, means more return per the unit of risk. So you can see we're having 0.94, approximately 1. We have 2 right here. We have 0.41, we have 5. So if you are to consider a good trader based on the Sharpe ratio, then we'll say this person right here is actually good because their Sharpe ratio is higher. We are having 5, we are having 2, we are having 0.94. So what happens if I want to copy Jerome? Number 1, let me just open right here. If I want, what do you say mock trading is? Mock copy trading or mock ratio or mock something. We called it mock what? Let me see. Mock mode. Yeah. What do you say mock mode is? Someone? Mock mode. Peter?
Mock mode, in simple term, is just for practicing.
Without what? With real money or not real money?
Without using those bonuses, not real money.
Yes. Basically, with mock trading is a demo platform or a demo place where you can get to test Jerome to see if he's actually a good trader before deciding to commit your real funds into his pool. So, but you can see his condition is now full. But let me open, not even that, I wanted to do this. If you can see this 200 over 200, thumbs up. Here 600 over 600, 38 over 600 right here. Great. So what essentially means is that Jerome only allows 200 people to copy his trades. And so far, 200 people have signed up to that. And no wonder we are seeing it's full. So we can not copy Jerome. If you come to this person right here, you can call them person X. So this person X also only allows 600 people to copy his trades or her trades. And in this particular juncture, 600 people have already signed up to his copy trade. And that's why we are seeing full from our copy trade segment right here. But if you come to YHW1, he allows 600 people and only 38 people have committed to that. So how many people are we remaining with to get full? Someone for this pool to be full? Pius?
562.
Yes, 562. And no wonder we are seeing we can actually copy our trades from YHW1. So how do we get to do that? Number one, we can get to open W whatever, WH something. What have I done? Yeah, here he is. And here are all his condition or her condition. Days trading 19, copiers he has 44, total copiers within that month 288. Mock, the people who are mock trading or mock copying him before they commit the amount is that. Performance, you're having the ROI is 102%, and the PNL was actually 447,000 USDT, an approximate of 50 million Kenya shillings. Leaders trader overview, he has also made, apart from making this profit, he has made a profit of $100,000. But essentially, if you do your math, you'll see that overall he made a profit, because 447 minus $100,000. This amount may look quite large, but as long as that they made a profit, then he's a good trader, because if you minus 447 minus this, then it means that month, in 30 days rather, he has made what? Remember, you can choose from this part to see his performance over 7 days, 30 days, 90 or 100. By this situation, you're looking at 30 days. So in the span of that 1 month, he has made a profit of $347,000. That amount I've gotten from 447 minus the loss that was incurred within that month. Then, like I said, the profit sharing is 10%. So if you make $100, you will take $10 percentage profit of your 10% of the profits that you have made. So if you come down here, you can, this lead trader has hid his current position, but what you see right here is the current position that are running right now, live right now. What is he trading? How much percentage in profit or loss is he in? The ROI and everything. This is where you get to see their open position. But you can come to see right here their position history, like the trades that they have already taken and they have closed them. So we can see that he had a position on Ethereum USDT. He opened on this date, the average close price was that, the entry was that, all the details. But our most interesting part, you want to see this part, that he made what? $49,000. That's approximately 5 million Kenya shillings. So in this trade, he made 5 million Kenya shillings. If you go to this Ethereum, he made a profit of what? $11,000. That's approximately 2 million Kenya shillings. Then we have a situation where he was longing Bitcoin, but he went a loss of $1,232 dollars or USDT. That's an approximate of 150,000 Kenya shillings. Then we have a scenario where he underwent a very, very big loss of $51,000. So $51,000 is approximately 6 million Kenya shillings. And that was the loss on Ethereum USDT. What essentially here you get to see is the trades that they've taken and their PNL, their closing PNL. Was it a profit or was it a loss? So essentially that's where you get to do that. If I want to copy him, I'll come to this part and I'll get to choose. Do I copy him with my live amount or do I mock copy them? Remember, in mock copying is copying with virtual funds or a demo where you get to access their performance before actually committing your amount. So in this part right here, we can go to copy. Why did I log out? No. So let's do it from right here. So on this part right here, if I want to copy this person right here, what I'll do, I'll come and I'll click copy from this part right here. From this part right here. So I'll say copy. Like that. Why is it not loading? Let me try and refresh that. So I'll say copy from this part right there. How did I log out? But anyway, that's how you copy a trade right there. I don't want to log in when you are live right here because I don't want you to see my email. But anyway, when you want to copy, that's essentially where you go and copy that trade. So under the copy place, this is where you get to choose these conditions. The fixed amount, or let me do this. Let me stop sharing my screen. I log in, then I come back. Just give me a few minutes. I log in.
Ule jamaa anaendelea kutuelezea ile story alikuwa anapeana ile masaa.
Hizo stories za India.
Hizo.
Siawekage Michael na Anzi.
Ati mnaziita stories. Vipi wadau? You know what we lack in this country is just vision. Vision for the leaders. Kila mtu akiingia hapo, including my brother Kagiri hapa na mimi, tutajibebea sisi wenyewe. But other countries are programmed on where they are headed. So they plan ahead. The Singapore thing, the India thing, China thing. Yes, India has beaten Japan, but Pakistan waliwachapa vibaya sana. They tried to be aggressive in the airspace. Ma jet fighters zao zilitandikwa sana na borrowed technology from China by Pakistani. So they are just weighing each other, and the challenge is that sijui kama tulirogwa. Wale wanaenda wanajua mambo ya Bible, wanasema ni nani aliwaroga? Mlianza na spirit, sasa mtaanza na sijui without the spirit. Africans ama nchi za Africa, we are so dependent on the West. I don't know why we are colonized, tukawekewa religion na vitu mingi kaingia kwa kichwa. So we look at these guys as demigods, but them they are using us as guinea pigs. Anything bad, anything trial in Africa. Unaona? So if we could manage our own system of education and plan like Vision 2030, we just 5 years from Vision 2030, what are we going to, what would we have achieved with the former President Kibaki the late, having started it with some other people? Everybody comes to Kenya in the government, they have got their small agenda on what they want to achieve. Once they live there, that project dies. We do not have a 50-year plan. We don't have research and investment in universities. They are not funded. Even now, education in the university is not funded. Students want students to pay for themselves, or the parents who are poor to look for money and pay. Where are we headed? Medical ndio hiyo unaona inaleta shida. You go to hospital, unaandikiwa, go buy some drugs from across the road. And whose clinic is that? A doctor who works in a government hospital. Wamechukua drugs kwa huko, wanaita sijui cargo, imeenda huko unauziwa. We cannot progress. So everything is disintegrated, but other countries are just unified with a purpose on where they are headed. That's why we are saying this election, other than hao watu wakuje wanaitwa kina Kasongo waibe, we need to look for a leader who, whether he is your tribe or not, just look for a leader who can deliver, who can be forceful in this country and have a vision. Otherwise, sisi wazee tutawachia vijana mang'ang'ane. Mimi na nani na my friend anaitwa Kagiri Joe, tutang'ang'ana na Mungu pande ile ingine, nyinyi mking'ang'ana hapa. So let's be careful on what we want to do. Wanjiro, are you back? Wanjiku,
Yes. I'm back now.
karibu sana engineer Wanjiku.
Yes, I was basically loading in.
I thought she joined.
Okay.
So you guys, what you can do, go and just to YouTube and type IIT, India Institute of Technology. You'll be amazed that 8-year-old, hata saa hii vile wengine wanang'ang'ana na masimu, watoto wanang'ang'ana na masimu hapa nini, una learn on how to name the legs of a grasshopper and all that. Guys are purpose. 8-year-old, mtoto aguzi kitu anajulikana, is going to try and sit for these exams. And out of the 200 million, they select only 1,000 who are going to go into those universities. So you can see the competition is for top cream. So ukikosa, you then qualify for the Ivy League colleges, for MIT, Princeton, and all that. But the Indians, top cream, inakuwa kwao. They become industrialists, they are engineers, they do everything by themselves. So you learn more by just reading that and see where you can focus your energies. But of course, we are saying crypto is the way to go. You need to diversify and have this money, get into real estate and get into manufacturing and all that. We have a country where we can't manufacture our own things, then we are doomed. You cannot even produce your own food to eat. Yeah. I think Engineer Wanjikwa amerudi.
So masomo is the enemy in Kenya.
No, I don't know.
If you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Wanjiku. What we are saying here is that you kama nani alitoroka kama leaders, whether we don't have leaders, we have politicians who are basically businessmen and women. Hata ukiwa umetoka Muislamu ama umetoka Mkristo, ukifika hapo, duale ni Muislamu. Watu wengine hapo wanaitwa Wakristo, wameenda hapo parliament. They get compromised completely. Unapata some experts who are borrowed from the opposition. They have gone there. They have become like them. Anyway. Sa Wanjiku endelea. I was just giving a pep talk here kidogo.
Before I sign up. So thank you so much, Ambrose, for actually doing that. I was basically
Haya, ametoka tena. So that's how it is, ladies and gentlemen. But can team up as we are working together with the engineer Wanjiku, Karanja, and all our friends to see that first basically know how to earn your own money, whether you are a woman or a man. Money flies up there with oxygen. Mtu asikudanganye. Money flies up there with oxygen. The first thing you need to have is to breathe. The next thing you need to have is money. Otherwise, try not having money and you'll come tell me one day what will happen. Jaribu usiwe na pesa. You will not marry, and if you will not be married, if you are a lady. So it is either way. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. Jinia wanju kuendelea.
Hey, today my village people are basically overworking. My device had logged out of that meeting, but I'm back. And we are in the last part of copy trading. And under this part right here, this is where we discuss, I think we were on actually getting to see how copy trading works. So on this part right here, just click copy if you want to copy YH something. And under this part, you'll notice that now we are under the two conditions that I talked about.
If you are talking, we are not hearing you, engineer.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Let me basically repeat what I was saying. The last part we were on this part right here where we essentially wanted to see. You can hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Yes. So essentially where you want to see the conditions of the YHW1, or rather, how do we then practically copy a lead trader? So on this part right here, just click copy. Let me just close this one so we can open that again. Just click copy and it will open to this part right here. It is telling us we are copying YHW1. He trades with high leverage, basically a warning. His 7 days performance is that in 7 days he has made $33,000. But our main interesting part, our main concern is on fixed ratio and fixed amount. And we discussed these two just a few minutes ago. Just to give you a refresher, in fixed ratio, we said the margin, it's even explained here. The copy ratio is calculated based on the margin used for the opening order as a percentage of the lead trader's total margin. What do we mean by this? If the lead trader is trading with $1,000, I can come here and decide if I want the same ratio, I want to trade with $1,000, I'll say that my amount or my ratio will be what? Maximum of his amount. But if I don't want that, I can come to this part and input a ratio. 0.5. So it means it is saying less than minimum amount because my amount right here, you can see that my amount right here is 0 USDT. I don't have money in my spot wallet. So if you want to copy someone, make sure you have money either on your spot wallet or your funding wallet. Then you'll be able to copy from that part right there. Then we have the stop loss. The stop loss, you give it as a percentage. So let's say I want to trade with 0.5% is maybe $200. So that $200, I want to risk only 10% of that. I'll come and say that my stop loss should be 10% of my margin. I'm ready to lose $10 only. So essentially it means if the market reverses by 10% and goes against me, I'll be stopped out of that market right there. But the best option to choose is the fixed amount. Fixed amount, remember, you get to choose the amount you want to commit to that lead trader. So in this case, I can say I only want to cost per order. When you say cost per order, we mean this is what we mean by cost per order. Let me start by copy amount anyway to make it easier. So I have in this part right here is where I get to decide the amount I want to commit to this YHW1. So I can say I want to commit $1,000 to YHW1. Cost per order is this. I don't know how to describe it, but let me say $200. $200 is my cost per order. What this means is I can only remember the amount I've committed to YHW1 is $1,000 and my cost per order is $200. So it means I can only open 4 positions with YHW1. 1,000, and each position will be worth $200. $200. So cost per order basically means the amount. I don't know how to explain this, but if you've gotten that concept, I can only copy 4 trades of YHW1 with my $1,000, and each trade that I will have copied will be worth $200. In simple terms, I can see Abdi is helping me. Cost per order is basically cost per trade. So if I put $20, how many setups can I copy? How many trades can I copy YHW1 so that you can basically see if you understood cost per order? How many setups can I copy YHW something? I've put in 20. So how many? Someone? Let's have Peter. Peter? Yes, 50 trades. And essentially that explains to me that you've understood what cost per order is. And as the normal drill, stop loss, the percentage ROE. You can say in my $1,000, my risk appetite is only 50%. I'm ready to lose 50% of my $1,000. That's $500. That's my stop loss. So if the market reverses by 50%, then I get to do what? I get to lose that at that time. If you can see my screen comes up, my other device shows a black screen. Okay, it's back. Yeah, perfect. So you can see 50% of my copy amount is $500. You can see $500 right here. Thumbs up. $500 at the bottom right here. Yes, but remember, you want to risk a small amount. Let's say we are ready to lose only 10% of our account. So it means if these trades go against me and go to negative 10%, then I'll only lose $100. Remember, it's 10% of my total margin that YHW1. So that's essentially what you do when it comes to copy. Come to this, agree the terms and whatever, and copy. And remember, all the trades, the profits that you have made, 10% goes back to who? To the lead trader. So that's how copy trading works. Any question? Any question so far? No question. So we have basically looked at how copy trading works, choosing the right trader. We have said evaluate their ROI and their total profit, the number of followers, very, very important. Then the win rate, we've looked at that. The trading history, we have looked at that when you're looking at, he made this money on Ethereum, lost on this. So that's the trading history. The MDD, the maximum drawdown percentage. Then we have the strategy description. This I'll show you tomorrow. Then you're having the trading pairs use. Can you remind me to show you this tomorrow? Because this is a provision done on Bitget. Or rather, when you're going through Bitget, the copy trading part, then you'll be able to see the strategy description. They actually put out on Bitget, they give, it's a condition must submit their strategy description. Then the trading pairs used, if they trade Ethereum, BTC, and those are your interesting coin, then the risk rating, it's also on Bitget. Copy trading, we have done this, basically a link of the above. Then copy trading, we've done all this. The risk and consideration, maybe let's do risk and consideration. Risk and consideration of copy trading is that, number one, you can lose your funds if the trader performs poorly. You should always understand that when you're copying a trader, you're basically doing everything that they are doing. So if they lose, you lose also. If they win, you also win. Number two, markets are volatile. So the past performance does not equal future results. Why? Because also the lead traders cannot determine fundamental analysis that have happened abruptly. For example, they've done the analysis today. Everything seems that the market is going to go up, but all of a sudden, Trump announces a tariff. So that is something that they had not foreseen. Markets are volatile. So their past performance is not determined, or rather is not equal to their future results. Number three, some traders may over leverage or take big risks. If you have noticed when you are seeing on how to copy trade, there is no provision of leverage. So what does that mean? It means that you're copying the leverage that the lead trader is using. So if the lead trader is using 100x, then your position will be 100x. If the lead trader is using 10x, 5x, then your leverage will be 10x. And if you've seen that actually YTW1 has a warning that his trades are of very, very high leverage. If you can see that high leverage, thumbs up. My font seems very small, but I hope, yes, perfect. So yes, some traders may over leverage or take big risks. Then lastly, we have platform charge a performance fee on profits. This is on Bitget. Binance does not. So Bitget will charge you a certain percentage from your profit. So remember, the 10% goes to the lead trader, and also a small percentage will go to Binance because they have provided for you a segment where you get to copy the good traders' trades. So yes, those are the risks and the consideration. Then lastly, tips for copy trader as student. Number one, diversify. Follow 2 or 3 traders with strategies, and instead of doing the copy trading itself, you can start with mock trading to access their performance. Then don't invest everything. Start small and test. Commit maybe $100 to a lead trader and see how they perform before deciding to go in with very high margins. Then monitor performance. Regularly check their results. That is paramount. Then understand the strategy. Don't blindly follow hype. Actually, I always say, for you to dive into copy trading, have an idea of how futures trading works, analyzing the charts and all that. So with that, you'll be able to do what? To understand the strategy that lead trader is doing. Then stay updated on news. Events can affect conditions, market conditions. A lead trader may have done everything and maybe they're not on their device at that particular moment, and Trump announces something. So what you do on your end to protect your funds, even if you're copying that trader, what you do, you can go, I just left the meeting again.
Could be a blackout or something. I don't know. She just abruptly got kicked out through some device. Who has been liquidated?
Village people are actually overworking. Let me just log in again with my presentation device. Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes.
We had lost you though.
Let me just join here and mute that one. Hey, my village people are overworking. This other device today has decided to really fail me, but we had covered everything that we're supposed to cover in tonight's class. So let me see what was remaining. My device has shut down. Let's end that class from that juncture. Any question? My device today has failed me completely. And I don't have that Binance on this device. Any question up to that part? If you have understood the concept of copy trading, thumbs up, at least. Let me mute this one. I can see it has come back. Let me mute this one so that you don't have an echo. And join here. My village people. Anyway, let's see which part we were remaining with. If you can hear me, thumbs up kindly. So let's see the part that you are remaining with. So we are remaining with understand the strategy, then stay updated on the news. I think I was there. So you can manually, if you, for example, see that the market is going to reverse based on the fundamental analysis, what you can do, you can go and close manually that copy trade that you had taken. Then we have the last part right here is conditions or tips who should consider being a lead trader. If you want to be a lead trader, number one, you should be consistent and profitable. You should be a very consistent and a very profitable trader. Number two, you should be willing to be transparent. You've seen that everything a lead trader does, we are also able to see any amount they make. You're also able to see because we have a provision on Binance to see their past trades. Then can handle being followed by thousands and hundreds of people. You've seen the kind of people that these people allow to follow them. Like we've seen the threshold of JW something, of Jerome, actually was Jerome, was 200 people. The other person was 600 people. So if you can handle being followed by hundreds and thousands of people, then that's okay. Then benefit of actually being a lead trader, you earn performance commission. Number one, you earn a performance commission. You say that you earn 10% of each profit that your followers or your copiers will make. Number two, get to build a brand. We're going to look at, on Thursday, the last class, we're going to look at ways you can earn in crypto. Apart from what you've been learning, apart from trading and what, you can also build a brand, go and apply jobs on Upwork, go apply jobs on Web3 jobs and stuff like that. But I'll share that with you on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Thursday, sorry, Thursday, because tomorrow we're going to look at risk management. Then you get verified. If you get verified to these leading platforms, you get verified on Binance, you get verified on Bitget, Upwork and all that, then you'll be earning a considerable side hustle. Anyway, that's all about copy trading. And essentially what you can see, copy trading is not the same as giving someone your money to trade for you. Very, very different. Someone to tell us the difference between giving someone to trade your money and copy trading, so that you can see if you've basically understood what copy trading is. What's the big difference? The big difference between giving someone your money to trade for you and copy trading. Pius?
In copy trading, you can track the progress, while after giving someone money to trade for you, you can't track the progress.
Yes, number one, you can track the progress. And also to add on what Pius has said, you can decide to jump out of that. You can, now, very many advantages. Let's start with the main advantage. The main advantage is that your funds are secure. You are not sending this person your money. You are basically scoping their trades when your amount or when your funds are still in your Binance account. So you have full custody or full control. You have full custody. It has logged out again. Oh, it does not. So you have full custody of the amount that you're committing to that person. In comparison to giving someone your money, you don't have full control. So if they decide to dip or decide to go away with your money, you have no control over that. They can actually just take your money and go. Number two, and it's also a good advantage that you can get to see what this person is doing. You get to track their performance. With giving someone your money, you just have to trust what they're telling you. They tell you, I'm a good trader, I make a lot of money, and I've not seen people who send their percentage ROE for a month before they ask you for your money to trade for them. So in copy trading, you can basically track this. you can see their performance. It's very open source. You can see their performance. You can see what they have been making, or rather what they have been losing. Another advantage is I can mock trade this lead trader, before even committing my amount. With giving someone your amount, you're blindly giving them, hoping that they actually make money. You're taking their word for it. If they tell you they are a good trader, you just believe they are a good trader and give them your money. But with copy trading, you can check all these things. You can check what you've said, the MDD. You can check their ROE, their past positions, what they've been making, their performance in a month, and all that and all that. So with copy trading, it's very, very safe and tailored to benefit you, or rather tailored to you as the copier. You have full control of your funds. Any question before we end this class? Any question? If everything about copy trading has been understood, that's thumbs up. If that's the case, then I'll end this class at this juncture. We meet tomorrow for risk management. Have a good night, and God bless you. Bye bye.